Welcome, travelers, young and old, from near and far. Join me as we continue the tale of Finwe and Doris and his new life here, in Morrowind. When we last left Finwe, he had been forced by Caius to commit a number of heresies in the name of gathering intelligence and being a freed prisoner. These included the discussion of 2 forbidden cults present in Vvardenfell, both ancient, although one appears to be recently on the rise. Through Caius's networks, Finwe learns both of the temple's persecution of believers and the Ashlander prophecies of Saint Nerevar being reborn, as well as a growing smuggling ring operating under the name of an ancient traitorous Dunmer House. But most disturbing of all, Finwe was required to acquire a blasphemous text that denounces the divinity of ALMSIVI. And so now we find Finwe just outside the site of what he hopes one day would be his commissioned shrine to ALMSIVI, wondering what falsehoods must surely lie within this tome. And with that, everyone, welcome back to the Tale of Finwe and Doris with me, Dr. Morrowind. For today's opening shot, I thought, fuck it, we're going to go ahead and do a shot in the rice fields just outside of Indoranian, because I, in the interim, have done a couple of things since the last chapter. One, I've slightly adjusted the layout of my menu, which is delightful. But 2, and more importantly, I fucking picked this entire valley clean of fucking marshmallow, saltress, and wickerwheat. And goddamn, I want to say the marshmallow. I have like 150 units of marshmallows in here. I don't know why I'm actually coming back here. I guess I just kind of want to read the blasphemous tome here. But right, that's what. Oh man, one of my fucking pauldrons is broken. That's what we were doing last time, though, is we had acquired that blasphemous pauldron, and you may notice that Jacob isn't with us right now. That's because I realized Jacob cannot recall with us. He can fast travel whenever it's, what's it called? Whenever it's the interventions, but he cannot recall with us, so that's a good thing to bear in mind. But we're going to have to go talk to Caius here in a minute anyway, so no real worries there, because Caius wouldn't let him be around anyway. But let's go ahead. Remember, we just acquired this blasphemous book. We haven't read it yet. Finway's obviously not happy to have done this, but he doesn't know what's in it yet. He just knows that it's written by someone called the Dissonant Priest, so get a little sip of water here in the morning. Let's go ahead and read this book, shall we? Well, first I'm going to read some of these books I haven't looked at yet for the skill boost. Ah, damn it, why did I do that? That was stupid. I'm going to actually hold on to these till after I level up. Because, sorry, that was one final thing. Before we read this book, I grinded it a little bit for illusion, so I got our personality training level up to 6, and we're ready to level up. So on our way back to Caius, we're definitely going to, level up in various things. All right, let's go ahead and read this fucking blasphemous piece of shit. Why am I doing this? I keep forgetting I should be reading these skill books. Someone fucking stop me. Oh, Jesus. Man, that must be painful to watch. And I almost did it again. I'll fucking do it again. Alright, Progress of Truth. Excerpt. Concerning points of temple doctrine challenged by dissonant priests. 1. The divinity of the tribunal. Temple doctrine claims their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing, virtue, knowledge, testing, and battling with evil. Temple doctrine claims their divinity and immortality are ultimately conferred as a communal judgment by the Dunmer ancestors, including, among others, the good Daedra, the prophet Veloth, and Saint Nerevar. Dissonant priests ask whether Dagoth Ur's powers and the tribunal powers might ultimately derive from the same sources. Red Mountain. Sources in the blasphemous bullshit apocrypha suggest that the tribunal relied on profanely enchanted tools to achieve godhead, and that those unholy devices were the ones originally created by the ungodly Dwemer sorcerer Kagranak to create the false construct Numidium. One, that's kind of disturbing. Two, your evidence is a blasphemous book. Three, they still built the fucking ghost fence. I need more information, but I'm not happy about this, and I don't think that Finwe feels comfortable reading this. And I think he doesn't feel comfortable reading this just because, like, this was very unexpected. Of all the things, like, of course they could be saying, like, yeah, no, they're not actually gods, but it's that they used the same power that makes Dagoth Ur and also the ancient enemies of the temple. This is definitely a blasphemous book. All right, the purity of the tribunal. Holy shit. They're going right for the jugular with number 2. All right. The dissident priests say that the temple has always maintained a public face, represented by the hieroglypha, the priestly writings, and the hidden face, represented by the apocrypha, the hidden writings. The public account portrays the actions of the tribunal in a heroic light, while the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, inconsistencies, conflicting accounts, and varying interpretations which hint at darker and less heroic motives and actions of the tribunes. In particular, conflicting accounts of the battle at Red Mountain raise questions about the tribunal's conduct and about the source of their subsequent apotheosis. Also, there is good evidence, that the tribunal has been concealing the true nature of the threat posed by Dagoth Ur at Red Mountain, misleading the people about the tribunal's ability to... Ghost Fens. Scoreboard. Again. Scoreboard. Like, they seem... Like, I know the blight kind of sucks, but it's a devil, right? And... I don't know. The tribunal's misleading us and concealing a recent dramatic diminishing of the tribunal's magic powers. Again, Ghost Fence. But that also is really kind of maintained largely by ancestors as well, because we haven't found this book yet, but it used to be that people would donate just, they would keep all of their ancestors' bones in family shrines, which meant that they had maximum access to the power of those ancestors. More recently, within the last couple of 100 years, and especially within the last couple of decades, I want to say, the tribunal's really been encouraging people to not do that because it's selfish, and instead contribute their energies to the ghost fence. Oh, this is just making just a little bit of sense, which is really discomforting. I think Finway's still overawed, though, remember, because of his journey to the ghost fence. This is nothing compared... that is so much more than all the other gods seem to do for their people in Tamriel. And I mean, it's also kind of we haven't read this yet, but at one point Vivek flooded the entire eastern half of the continent and taught all the Dunmer how to breathe water in order to protect them from an invasion. But then that also raises the question about the tribunal's diminishing magical powers, because why didn't he do that again when the Empire came to call? Fuck. 3. Temple accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain. So these are all points that the dissonant priests, dispute, I guess. Ashlander tradition does not place the tribunal at Red Mountain and holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves rather than that Nerevar destroyed them. Ashlander tradition further holds that Nerevar left Dagoth Ur guarding the profane secrets of Red Mountain, while Nerevar went to confer with the Grand Council, the tribunal, that Nerevar died at the conference, not of his wounds, according to the Ashlanders, but from treachery, and that subsequently the tribunal confronted a defiant Dagoth Ur within Red Mountain and then drove Dagoth Ur beneath Red Mountain when he would not yield to their will. I mean, the first two kind of make me more inclined to believe this, but at the same time, this is a political struggle between the settled people and the non-settled people, so of course they would say that. Veneration of the Daedra, saints, and ancestors. While challenging the divinity of the tribunal, the dissidents do not challenge the sainthood or heroism of the tribunal. In fact, the dissonant priests advocate restoring many of the elements of fundamentalist ancestor worship as practiced by the ancestors and by Saint Veloth. Exactly how this would work is debated inconclusively within the dissident priests. Maybe. I don't know. We're too low ranked to know what would happen if we tried to reform in the middle of essentially sieging the mountain. I don't know. We're not high enough ranked for this to actually have any context. Denial of the prophecies of the incarnate and persecution of the Nerevarines, linking back to one of the things we were just learning about the Nerevarine cult. Though no consensus exists among the dissidents about whether the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine, all agree that the persecution of the Nerevarines is unjust and politically motivated. The dissident priests do not reject mysticism, revelation, or prophecy as part of the religious experience. The dissidents have not resolved the issue of true or false insights. They have studied the mysticism of Ashlander ancestor cults, in particular the rites of Ashlander seers and wise women, and the prophecies of the incarnate. Many among the dissident priests have come to believe that the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine and have made a systematic study of the prophecies in temple archives. That's interesting. Oh, Caius will that's probably the bit that Caius will find the most interesting, right? Authority of the archcanon and the ordinators. The dissident priests reject the authority of the archcanon and ordinators. The temple hierarchy has been corrupted by self-interest in politics and no longer acts in the best interests of the temple or its worshippers. The dissident priests believe the archcanon and ordinators speak for themselves, not that. Now you're just making this. You had me earlier with like talking about like some of the underlying thoughts, which were interesting, but the more I read about this is just a political manifesto. This is just a political manifesto that we're carrying around in our pocket. The Inquisition and use of terror and torture by the Ordinators. Within the temple hierarchy, it is an open secret that the Ordinators rely on abduction, terror, torture, and secret imprisonment to discourage heresy and dissent. The dissident priests feel the Ordinators are either out of control or tools used to maintain a corrupt priesthood. That's every government. Maybe that's just me as an American thinking that, though. I don't know how Finwe would feel. Final point. Fundamentals of temple doctrine. Charity of the poor, education for the weak, for the ignorant, protection for the weak. Though the dissident priests acknowledge that most rank-and-file priests honor the best traditions of the temple, they believe that many priests in higher ranks are interested more in love of authority and luxury than the welfare of the poor, weak, and ignorant. Well, we will be finding out about that because there's nothing in that book that really makes Finwe not want to be involved in the temple. In fact, I feel like he wants to find these things out for himself because, if anything, that redoubled his commitment to Morrowind and the people through some element of their faith, because even the dissident priests are still like advocating connection to the land and the ancestors. So weird for this high elf who, you know, traces his lineage through his dark elven father. Anyway, all right, so let's go back to Caius. Yes, divine intervention, jumping for joy. Too bad Jacob's not with us, but we'll go pick him up. He's an Audi rune, I believe. All right, down. I still have not gotten this down. No pun intended. After all this time, and I still go in the wrong direction. All right, what are we leveling up? Personality, intelligence. We're gonna go to Caldera, and we are going to get a level up in what the fuck is it called?
Don't I know you?
Short blade. And there is no tribunal temple in this place. This is really, like, about as imperial as you can get in Vvardenfell, minus, like, probably Pelagiad. Or Ebonheart. Whatever. Anyway, did I ever actually look at this? It's this tower storage. Right. I feel like we can be here with this book. I mean, it's not like anyone is looking for us, but I just don't feel comfortable holding the fucking thing. I'm gonna be honest. You, my good man. Hey. 4 V's. Oh, you
I'm willing
little
to
bastard.
share my insights for the right price.
Yes, I need more short blade training, thank you. Man. Real quick. Hold on. No. Let me see. Let me see if 100 gold will bribe him, because honestly at this point, paying him 200 gold now will probably pay off maybe. I don't know. I might have wasted 200 gold. We'll see. We have a little bit of short blade training to do. We're going to go ahead and level up to 40, and I think I still might need a little bit of speed, but we'll get that from Caius. We'll get some speed from Caius. Because I want to be able to rank up to, I want to say it's operative in the Thieves Guild. Let's take a quick peek. Yes, operative. And then I want to say captain is after that. So, once we get to operative, like, we really are gonna be showing that they can trust us to do these sorts of things regularly. Alright. Speed is at 10. Excellent. Off to personality. Which will be in... Let's see what happens if I divine intervention. Will it take me to Moonmoth? Buckmoth. Really? Damn. Not what I wanted actually. Oh god. I don't want to be going through Outerune. Oh fuck. There's like every step is like a decreasing chance we're actually gonna make it to the Mages Guild. And Finway's just gonna fucking burst into the council hall and drop to his knees and apologize. I actually don't know if he would actually confess to the murder. I think he's definitely resolved himself to, in some way, assist the Redoran. But I don't think he's actually going to admit that he fucking killed anybody. Like, he's sorrowful and he's devout, but he's not an idiot. Yes. Might as well top off the Magicka. Alright, these stairs. Okay, next step. We're on our way to... Oh, wait, before we deliver the book to Caius, we should probably... We don't have Jacob with us, so we don't have to pay.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
Yes, thank you. We should probably report into the Thieves Guild, since we need to train up our intelligence and our personality a little bit more. Yes. Excellent. And then we'll go to Caius, obviously. And, of course, for my cover, because I still like doing this little bit of why am I moving from side to side here. Even though my rank in the Mages Guild could probably be cover enough. Like, I'm fucking investigating shit for the guild. What's my rank? Sorry. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely of high enough rank to where I could just be like, nope, I'm just checking on the health of the plants and making sure that no blight has been infecting things this far south or some ridiculous dog shit. But we also have the Fighters Guild quest. So, something I want to share with everyone right now. I don't know if I did earlier. I think this guy's a sleeper. I am a sleeper, one among thousands. I bring you a message. Dagoth calls you Finwe. You cannot deny your lord. The sixth house is risen, and Dagoth is its glory. I thought I already got that journal update. I approached him, and now he said this. Automatically. That happened because of... What's it called? Sorry, one second. Because we just did the Informants and Vivek quest. And by doing that, now some certain things have activated. Sleepers will now approach us, and I think some other things. But I mentioned that guy because hidden around Vvardenfell are 4, like, servants of Dagoth, and if you kill them, the sleepers awaken, and they're fine again. Most people know, who have played Morrowind, know that when you complete the main quest, all the sleepers awaken. But I didn't know till recently that you can awaken them before the main quest is over. Hey, Satilda, you want to give me that code book? How about giving me the code book? No? Ah, damn. Well, maybe next time.
Of course. What may I do for you?
Sugar Leaps. We need to talk. Habisi asked you to free our brother. Where is New Shoes Bregor? New Shoes Bregor. New Shoes Bregor is free. Habisi knew you could do this thing. Take these 1,000 gold drakes, less than what it would cost without your help. Awesome. Habisi, so am I worthy of being an operative? Congratulations, Finwe. You are now Finwe and Doris the operative. Well, I mean, what about being a captain? Bandit, sorry, then captain. No one questions your loyalty, but you must practice your skills to become Finwe and Doris the bandit. Indeed. Well, I'm sure Caius is going to tell us to take some jobs, so you got any work for me, Habisi? A master of security lives here in Balmora. Habisi knows only that he is an Altmer. Perhaps he can help secure the south wall. Secure the south wall? Why? A master of security is an Altmer here in town. That is all Habisi knows. Right, this is one of those fuck quests that don't really tell you anything. Right, so let's look at the journal. Sugarleap's Habisi has a job for me that involves the south wall and a master of security. She told me that one of the masters of locks and traps is living in Balmora but has not contacted the Thieves Guild. I should find this Altmer and convince him to help secure the south wall. Well, good thing Altmer all know each other. Too bad I have to talk to these fucking ugly Altmer males. I'm not happy about that. But she did just pay us 1,000 gold. That was some good capital. Once we get rid of this fucking book from Caius, I think we're going to do this. We're going to help secure the south wall, but we're out of here for quite a while, Sugar Lips. Like, I don't want to be a fucking part of this. I don't want to be around Caius, like... Unless he immediately contracts us for something, we're fucking done with this shit.
What can I do for you, friend?
And then if Caius is wondering why we're training right now, we're just looking for the Master of Security. Fuck off, Caius. Cheerendier. I need some training. I need some security training. And if I knew where the Master of Security was, I'd be able to get him to give me this training. But I bet it would be way more expensive. Also, I would probably have to pay a really ugly male Altmer to do it, which I don't want to do. Alright, where are we at? We are at 6. 4 more. 4 more, Cheerendier.
Speak freely, friend.
Man, it's amazing how fast this gold goes. I want to say we had 8k when we walked in here, and now we have like 4, and I gotta get 3 more levels from this expensive dickhead. 1, 2... Alright, we'll rest. Jumping for joy. We're going to rest at Caius's house. I'm not paying. Well, what time is it? It's 5 a.m. I guess we'll get a bed here. And then we'll go visit him in the morning. Get rid of this fucking blasphemous book. Find this Master of Security. And once again, we're leaving Balmora. Everyone, saying my preliminary goodbyes now. I don't know when I'm going to be back here. Hello, Bacchius, Claucius. I need a bed, please, to meditate in and wait.
If you care to talk...
I don't care to talk. There's no need for you to listen. Alrighty. We'll rest for 4 hours. We'll assume that we were resting at some point on the trip here. Oh, yay, spooky dreams! This is because we just completed the Informant's quest. So, spooky dream number 2. And remember, if we tell the temple we're having these dreams, they're going to accuse us of having soul sickness. And I think it's because we're holding this goddamn blasphemous book, and I think that's how Finwe feels too. Because he doesn't know about the quest update. He's just going to be like, oh my god, I'm touching this blasphemous book that weakens my faith, and now I'm having these fucking dreams again. But maybe it's just the second one. Let's read what it is, and maybe he'll be able to, you know, relax and finish meditating. In your dreams, a tall figure with a golden mask greeted you, saying, there are many rooms in the house of the Master. Be easy, for from the hand of your enemies I have delivered you. It seemed you had died and could see yourself laid upon a table lit by candles. But with your own hands you touched the figure, and the figure drew breath, opened eyes, and rose from the table. Then the room was gone, and the world was filled with light, and you awoke. That doesn't sound that terrifying. Interesting. We woke up after an hour just screaming, I imagine. Let's go back to bed. And then another dream. All right, it's clearly the goddamn book. Let's get the fuck out of here. Whoo. Oh, Habisi. You're lucky that we like you, because otherwise I think we'd just bolt after doing this. It's really lucky that we asked for the job before, because we would not be here to help you secure the south wall. Dream number 3. You dreamed that a tall figure with a golden mask spoke to you, but you understood not a word. He smiled and seemed pleasant, but when he reached to touch you, it terrified you, and you tried to escape, but you couldn't move. You tried to cry out, but you couldn't make a sound. The figure kept smiling and talking, but you felt sure he was trying to cast some sort of spell on you. When you woke, you couldn't recall how the dream ended. A little bit more terrifying. Did not like that. I think from the cover art we know Dagother has a mask, but we don't know what he looks like. No one knows what he looks like. He's just the devil. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, yeah, 7 a.m. Close enough. Oh, shit. We didn't meditate. One last try. We're not even going to go to sleep this time. We're just going to sit here and meditate. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Okay, there we go. Now, a happy message, finally. You have ascended to level 11! Being smart doesn't hurt, and a little luck now and then is nice, but the key is patience and hard work, and when it pays off, it's sweet. All capital letters, exclamation point. I concur. It is. We'll be taking that +5 to personality, +5 to speed, and +5 to intelligence. 63 intelligence, 79 speed, 55 personality. We are zoomy zoom zoom right now. Zoom! Shut this door. I probably should have leveled up in something other than speed, but I knew other people were watching this, and for fuck's sake, just plodding along at those low speed levels is absolutely atrocious. So by effectively leveling, speed is now my #1 attribute at essentially 80, when we started at 40. I do this for you, my red legions, because I love you. That's a reference of Tiber Septim. All right. Let's go ahead and talk to this bastard, and then we're going to figure out there's at least an Altmer Blades trainer. Knowing you is good for one thing.
Greetings. What shall we talk about?
Yeah, what shall we talk about? Indeed. Why are you whistling at me? I guess I am the only attractive male Altmer probably in this fucking town. Are you here to discuss your orders, Finwe, or is there something else you want? Yeah, orders. I have your report, and I'll make copies of your notes from Hulahi and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to journeyman. You're doing good work, and here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes, and do some jobs for the guilds or other freelance work, just to keep up your cover story current, or get some training. Then when you're fit and rested, I'll have some new orders for you. Awesome. Goodbye. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I'm going to throw this stupid... I wonder if I can throw it in the water. I don't want this book, Caius. I really don't want this garbage. Oh, maybe he took it from me. That would be awesome. Nope. Don't want it. Damn, it doesn't fit. How heavy is it? I don't want to be holding this. We'll fucking find somewhere to throw it in the woods. Oh man, I really don't like holding this book. Yep, this is where we're gonna ditch it. Just like back in the day, whenever I feel like we threw, what was it? A bunch of alchemical things in a bush in Balmora. Right, okay. So, male Altmer #1 is, I think it's like, I can't even fucking remember his name. Tariminanil.
Company friend.
Yes, Tariminanil. Do you know anything about the Master of Security? You're a Blades. You better know this. Southwall. Clearly you have me confused with someone else. I don't care about that infested hole in the wall. Get fucked. Alright, let's take a look at our mini-map. Shall we? because high elves all have one name. We have a last name because we're a high elf, dark elf. Rithleen, Astedius, South Wall, Drakelis, Nine Toes, Bael, Eastern Guard Tower, Saran Outhouse. What the fuck? Hircedine. Hircedine's a mononym, is what I'm trying to say. River's Edge. Oh, I don't think I've gone in there yet. I need to go check that out. Rat Lady and an orc. Alright. Well, there's only one high elf on this side of the river, so we'll check that out next. And, right, logically, if he's someone who'd be associated with the Thieves Guild, he'd be in the poor side of town. A Saran Outhouse. Is this just a shitter? It is just a shitter. And then this is the river's edge, is it? You don't have the key to open this door. Oh my god! Is this a house I can buy? Can I buy a little house here? Oh my god. Well, let's check out the outside at least. The only thing that could keep me here. Wow. Alright, well, I'm intrigued. I don't know where I could buy that from, and we're not staying here. But I wish I would have known that before we went and found our own little castle somewhere in the middle of the woods. Railer Thelus, I think Hircedine was back here. Errands. Where's Hircedine? Back one street. One block. What would you even call these? I guess there's only streets. Anyway. Hello, Hircedine. Wow, you are a nice dressed elf. And you got master's picks hanging around. You are one ugly motherfucker. Good God. You're a new face, so what can I tell you? Background. Hircedine at your service. I'm in the guild. Are you? What do you have to say about Andres Nerino? Oh. Alright, what do you have to say about the South Wall? I must admit I've been negligent towards the guild. I will certainly help you secure the South Wall. Against what? I'm going to assume Kimona Tong. I will tell her, what do you train me in, you ugly fuck? Sneak, acrobatics, and security. So I can come to you for strength training. You have 1,000 gold. Alright. You might actually be worth something. Do not fucking disappoint me. Take all my probes. Take all my picks. I don't use this shit. I'm a mage. I don't need this garbage. Right, there's 500 gold. Will you take anything? Will you buy literally anything else, or are you just gonna buy picks? Oh, you ugly bastard. You're lucky you're useful. Alright. Sorry everyone if I didn't wander around more aimlessly. I knew the thing about the high elf names, because, you know, we're part high elf. You know, we're at least, phenotypically high elf. So, I feel like it's reasonable. Sorry I didn't just wander around in confusion like, you know, I did in 2012 or 2002. Sugar Leaps.
What was that?
I have, yeah, it's important you defend the South Wall. Again, you didn't tell me against what, but we're going to assume that it's, Kimona Tong. And I like how you trust me with this now because I'm an operative. South Wall. Alright. Hircedine is the master of security, and he will help us. This is good, Habisi thinks. It will not be long before Sorjin Hardheart and the Kimona Tong make another move against us. You have been of good service, operative. If there is any gold on your head for crimes others believe you did, Habisi will have it fixed. I never get, you know, really any bounties on me, but if we were wandering around with a bounty, this would have been one free way to clear it. I'm gonna ask this just because I know the answer. Jobs. Habisi has no jobs for you. Ask Engoth the jeweler in Alderun or Big Helende. Engoth. You'll find him in Alderun. Big Helende. You'll find her in Dirty Muriel's. Indeed.
Our sugar is yours, friend.
Well, thank you, Sugar Lips. Yes. So, with that, the reason why I wanted to ask about those jobs is now we have an even better cover story for Caius of,
Yes,
yeah,
I
we were
see,
told to get the
monsieur.
fuck out of town, so we are. We're gonna do that. Yes, we are. Oh no. Oh shit, it's so hard to not fall into the fucking water. Oh fuck, what's happened? Oh shit, I fell in here. And oh fuck, I may have accidentally dropped something that I didn't really want to be holding on to any longer. Oh fuck, that's right, I put it up in those bushes. I was just pretending like I was getting rid of that Progress and Truth book, but that's right. I just threw it in the bushes. Like I would. Okay, so free of that, like now feeling tainted by touching that book with those dreams, there's only one place for Finwe to go at this point. He is going to Outerrune, where he is going to make his atonement before the temple and House Redoran, and he's going to cleanse himself of all this shit that has polluted him since having to talk with that fuck Caius. Yes. So that's where we find Finwe now, is just absolutely aghast with all the shit that he's had to do. And we're done with it. We're done with it for now. Maybe eventually he'll be concerned with self-preservation enough to go back, or interest in what Caius has found out about the Sixth House and the Nerevarine. But for now, just like religious fervor originally made us ignore Caius, disgust with having to work with him is now overriding any sort of desire, you know, to work with him. All right, come on, Julan. Leave your
Is there
friend.
something you need?
Come on. Sorry, Jacob. Let's go. Leave John here.
I shouldn't have pushed so.
Hope you've been doing well, John. Come on, Jacob. If you don't walk through the doors with me, you'll get confused. First step is ritually cleansing ourselves at the temple. Hello, Jacob. Books, eh? First, I'm going to train you in spear. Just to, you know, a little bit of physical exercise maybe will make me feel better. Right here in front of everyone, just because I want to be a nuisance. All right, and then good books. Can I level you up now with a good book? Feel free to look at anything I have. Axeman. Axeman, the Morong Tongue really creeps you out? I didn't think Axeman was part of the Morong Tongue. Fuck, I'm gonna have to reread that later. But not now. No, indeed, not now. Now we pray. Now we pray for forgiveness for betraying the temple by fucking dealing with... Clearly, that's what it is. That's why we were receiving these disturbing dreams. Like, Finwe was kind of moved by that book, but then he's like, oh, fuck, it did. It weakened my faith. It weakened my faith, Jacob, and that's why I'm getting dream projections from Dagoth Ur. Hello. Master Valen. I read that you would be interested in receiving my service. I have been lax in my duties, Master. I have. Do you have any duties that I might perform? To belong to the temple is to practice compassion. Vivek often showed compassion to his enemies. You must show compassion by curing Bolfim Grashursgrag, a Shea Gorath worshipper, and Malakashishi. Take this potion of Cure Blight. You can cure Bolfrim by giving her the potion, but it is expensive. I would prefer you learn a spell such as Realm's Gift and return the potion to me. Yes, this is exactly what I want to do. I want to go ahead and quest and purge myself of this sin. Where is Malakashishi? Travel to Audvalothi and head east past the Daedric ruin of Ashamawalia. Continue east until you reach the mountains, then follow the trail south until you see another Daedric ruin. Be careful in Malakashishi, Finwe and Doris. The followers of Shea Gorath are unpredictable. Don't go further in the ruins than you must. Let's, awesome. Thank you so much, Master. Come, Jacob. We have a quest. I need to grab the paper map. 1 second. there we go. So, I need the paper map, because honest to God, those were some confusing fucking instructions. Alright, so. They said head north to Aldvalathi, and then what were the rest of the instructions? Malakashishi. Alright, travel to Aldvalathi, and then head east past the Daedric ruin of Ashamawalia. Okay, I see that. Then follow the trail south until you see another Daedric ruin. Okay, alright, I got it. I'm gonna be honest. That is not the most direct route. That is not the most direct route. We are not doing that. We are not going to Aldvalathi. We're going to Nisus. And we're going to travel through the West Gash like that. Or maybe we'll go to Cool and head south. But we do not want to go to Aldvalathi. That's just adding extra fucking work. Continue until you reach the mountains. Follow them south until you reach another Daedric ruin. What in the absolute fuck is that? Oh, Master Valen. Not a master of directions. Okay. Well, we're not going to Aldvalathi. I know that much. I'm not going to subject us to that. Okay.
So
Let's see. Let me see. What do I want to do? Yeah, I think Cool's going to be our best bet. It really is. We're going to go to Cool. We'll explore that little village, because we've heard about it because of Solstheim rumors. Way back whenever we first got here, I think. Wait, did I never ask anyone about Solstheim? Real quick.
Outlander.
Hey,
What do you
Orethi,
want?
do you have anything to say about Solstheim? Oh, wow. You don't have the topic. Originally, the first thing people said to you off the boat was, "Holy fuck, have you heard about Solstheim?" Brr, 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 brr. It was a bit redonkulous. Alright. Mr. Navin Varen, I need you to take me to Cool, my good man. I am on a mission. I am on a mission to purge myself of my sin. Again. At least we didn't kill someone this time, Jacob. What do you have to say? What a dull place. I can't see why anyone would come here except to get a boat straight out again. You're a fucking Ashlander and you're talking shit on how other people live? My guy. Not wise. Let's go ahead and fix our shit real fast. No real point in walking around with broken shit. That's why we get our free hammers and whatnot from the guilds. Alright, let's see. Redoran Guard. We're in Redoran territory. Good. We're definitely... I honestly think that whenever we head back to Outerrune after this, quest of compassion, we're going to be going into the council hall as well. Alright, hello, Mr. Svadstar. Are you also... Was your father a high elf and your mother a dark elf and you took your father's culture? Svadstar, background. You're Svadstar. You're a Zainab Ashlander raised as a hunter in the Grayslands. Interesting. Wow. Right, LGNPC. Cool. You came here to become a Dregger, did you? Anyway, latest rumors? There we go. I heard there's some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it. It's on Solstheim. You want to go to Solstheim? Look at the dock for Sphere. We will be going there. We'll be doing everything in this Tale of Finwe and Doris, including both major DLCs. What are the places and someone in particular, because we need to rest here for the night before we go on this journey into the Graysland or into the Gash. Specific place? Besides Cool, the Zainab camp is the only other place I've lived. It's far from here on the opposite side of Red Mountain. was a long, dangerous journey to reach Cool. What do you have to say about this place, then, man? Living in Cool is nothing like growing up on the place in the Grayslands. Here's such a variety of people living together. It's marvelous to me that they can live in peace. Interesting. Your group was homogenous. Rumors, right? Secrets. You don't want to talk about it. Advice. A spear is a very effective weapon to combat drag. The reach of the weapon allows you to match their tridents, and a thrust underwater is far more effective than a slash with a sword. Yep. I agree. Alright. Throngar's... Oh my god. The trade house is closed? Where am I supposed to sleep? Am I supposed to sleep out here in the outhouse? Fuck it. Oh, goddamn. I can't rest whenever I'm levitating. I agree, Jacob. I agree. Well, maybe this would be a good place to end things. Yes. We'll go ahead and start things off next time. The next chapter, I imagine, we'll be starting things off by, what is it? By supplying ourselves for our journey in the Grayslands at Throngar's Trade House. We'll come up here and get a look around at the village. I really kind of like this fishing village. It's like all the other ones a little farther south, though. Sorry if you could hear that. That was the doorbell. Perfect timing. It's signaling the end of this chapter of Finwe and Doris's life as he looks over this small village, as he contemplates once again journeying out into the West Gash like he did whenever he went to his pilgrimages in Nessus. Finwe is overwhelmed with a type of religious fervor, although this time it's the desire for a repentance from sin. Although I suppose that's what it was last time, too, with the death of that Redoran woman. But in any case, I think this is where we'll leave this chapter. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. That way I know you did. If you have literally anything to say, I really do enjoy reading the comments. So just let me know that you liked it. Other buzzwords, subscribe, what are the other buzzwords in YouTube videos? This video was brought to you by Skillshare. This video was brought to you by NordVPN. This video, that's not actually true. Watch, this video is actually going to get pulled because I fucking said these things. Oh, well. Hopefully that isn't the case, but I will see you all next time in the next chapter, and until then, stay safe out there, everyone.